Next up, we have Elevate, a platform that provides concise, 5-minute summaries of daily headlines.
Hello, my name is Ashley.
My name is Sahana.
My name is Annabel.
And we are the co-founders of Elevate.
So we started off by surveying Phillips Academy students, and we learned that 54% of them believe that staying updated with the daily news is extremely important to them. Yet, academic workload and busy schedules cause 80% of them to not achieve this goal. As such, we need to provide students a convenient way to engage and access daily news.
Enter Elevate, our solution. Elevate is a platform that provides high school students with daily 5-minute news summaries curated by AI. So we sent out a survey to the Phillips Academy student body to see where the students' interests were at. And we compiled 5 of the most popular topics, which are economy, politics, culture, health, and government. Also, almost half of our respondents said that the reason why they can't engage efficiently with the current news is because of this overwhelming amount of conflicting political sources. And so we identified 3 sources that each assume a different political stance: the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and BBC News.
It is said that over 50% of high school students and college students get their news from social media.
So right now, we're using Instagram as our beta program. With over 80% of high school students having the platform, we wanted to see how teenagers in our community would interact with Elevate and also gain traction before we set up our final product as an app. So this is our original Instagram template that we used with 10-word headlines and 50-word summaries for every single post. However, we sent out a feedback form to our engagers, and we learned that a lot of people wanted to see more diverse content, more category sources, and also more engaging posts. Cut 2, our improved MVP. We wanted to implement this feedback with the same core components, the 10-word headlines, the 50-word summaries. However, after implementing this more engaging version, our user count skyrocketed.
Additionally, our team works every day, and so far, we've accounted over 400 followers on Instagram, and on average, each of our posts amasses 1,500 views. Additionally, we have 2 current plans in place. Obviously, we have our free plan that's going currently, and sooner or later, we are going to implement our premium plan. This is different because the summaries will now be based from more subscription-based sources. So this will be more detailed and have different variety, and this will help these people. And this will cost $3 a month or $36 a year. Additionally, we plan on getting funding from advertisements in the form of pop-up ads that can be clicked on for summaries. And we hope that companies targeting Gen Z and teenage audiences can utilize our resource to grow their company and ours at the same time.
Okay, as for our initial target audience, we want to begin here at Phillips Academy. As students of Andover, we're easily able to interact and engage with our peers as well as faculty to promote the usage of Elevate. In addition, we're also able to receive direct feedback from our peers so that we can make Elevate a more accessible and available app for usage. Our next audience would be high school students across the US. By using Instagram as our main platform, we want to eventually go viral by using school-related hashtags and doing collabs with other accounts and users who do similar things like Elevate. Eventually, we want to target all high school students and teenagers across the world so that they are able to receive the 5-minute daily news summaries quick and easy. In addition, we've identified 2 factors that differentiate Elevate from our main competitors, which are the level of engagement in terms of the user usage, as well as the diversity in sources and topics. We've identified a couple of our competitors here, but particularly the Dispatch and Ground News we've placed in the upper left corner due to the way they've structured their summaries. We've identified that students struggle when it comes to reading huge chunks of text due to its like sort of wordy and like dense feeling that they initially get. And the way that Ground News and the Dispatch has formatted their surveys, they have huge chunks on their platforms, which is why we've placed them sort of on the lower scale for engagement. As for So Informed, their summaries are very short and are posted on Instagram, which Elevate also does, but they only target a specific sector of news, specifically politics, which means that their users don't have the same exposure to the different categories and topics that Elevate has to provide. And that is why we have Elevate on our upper right corner. As for our future roadmap, by the third quarter of 2024, we want to reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. By the second quarter of 2025, we want to publish our finalized app in an actual app store so that people are able to purchase our premium or freemium plan. Based off of the feedback we got, one key important thing was that they wanted to see more categories and a diversification of topics and sources and things like that. That will come with an app and with the premium version, including a gamification feature, which will encourage our users to further use Elevate beyond just like a daily, task. And as for the third quarter of 2025, we want to reach around 300 users on the app, which we know is possible based on our Instagram growth.
And why us? So the Elevate idea started because we thought that we ourselves did not stay up with the daily news as much as we wanted to. So Annabelle's content skills matched with Lily's graphic skills. She's not here today, unfortunately. Matched with my coding and technology skills, and then Ashley's coordination skills for the project. We come together to make the app team that can implement this solution to its best format.
In conclusion, high schoolers are in need of concise and brief news summaries.
And Elevate provides that 5-minute daily worldwide news.
Elevate is the optimum choice for high school students because of our diversity in sources, categories, and because of our appealing content.
Thank you, and let's help more high schoolers stay updated.
Thank you so much, Elevate. The first question will be from Patrick Peterson.
That was really great. It's come a long way since we talked a few months ago. I'm wondering what kind of progress you made on going from kind of the manual curation of the stories, taking a lot of time, to how far you've made in terms of streamlining that process and less time at keyboards for all of you with your busy studies.
So when we originally met, when we had the original startup, we actually had to read the articles ourselves, and then we wrote them by hand. And so we've made a little step up since then, and that has been using the use of artificial intelligence and AI to help curate them. We still find the articles on our own, but we think that this is currently the best solution because it is hand curated and we're able to put together the best articles possible.
Also adding on to that point, in the future, with our app development, we will also have AI curate our articles and the top headlines.
Do you have any other questions? Yeah, Freddie?
Thank you. Great job. I'm curious, in the future, do you envision allowing for personalization, or is the idea that you want everyone to be seeing the same content?
Yeah, so in the future, right now we don't have that option because we're using Instagram as our beta program. But the reason why we want to use an app is because it offers us so much more freedom. And one of those features is being able to include a preference selection so that users can select the categories that they want, and then Elevate will be tailored specifically to their needs. And we also have that to some extent with our Instagram platform, because the 5 categories that we are including are the ones that are most wanted by high schoolers in our community. But in the future, as we grow our audience, we also want to include a preference selection feature.
Any final questions? In that case, thank you so much, Elevate.